Girl, you look good.
All right. Let me share it to your phone. Hey, y'all.
Welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long in the building.
Y'all.
And we are Spotlight Over the... Actually, we took it in the inside because they was calling for rain.
Yes.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in, first of all. Shout out to everybody in the DMV. Shout out to Uptown, Southeast, Northwest. Everybody in Maryland at the sound of my voice. Largo, Landover, Sea Pleasant, everybody at the sound of my voice, man. We appreciate you guys for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. ATL in the building. Everybody that's in the building, man. Hall Mills Network.
Hey, y'all.
Look, man.
Hey, y'all. They doing it, too.
Shout out Hall Mills Network.
They won. I don't know if they only...
Hey, send us the link to what y'all want or send us something to let us know what y'all want so we can talk about it on Spotlight. But Hall Mills Network, in case you guys don't know, is family. That's who we actually on under Roku TV, Hall Mills Network. So if you go there, then you can find us also on their network in Jersey.
That's right.
Salute to you, Hall Mills Network. They pulled down some awards in Atlanta Film Festival.
Yes, they did. Proud of them. Proud of our family.
Not quite knowing which one. So, but anyway, we got some amazing stuff going on today. Got some good news we're gonna drop for y'all. Got a lot of good information that we want to plug y'all into. So, man, y'all, I'm thanking y'all for tuning in. We're waiting for some people to get on.
Waiting for some people to get on, and I'm sharing it all over the place. Y'all make sure y'all do the same. Share the show. I'm sharing it again.
Share the show.
Yes. We're going to get into what we did this weekend, some upcoming things.
What's going on? What happened this weekend? Last weekend.
Okay, 1 second, honey. Bunny. Anybody? Who else is on today?
We don't have 1 second. We on live on TV. Okay. We don't have time for your second. What you doing?
Y'all see how he is? Y'all see that? I'm setting everything up.
We ready.
I'm multitasking over here.
You're supposed to have that ready, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
What's up, y'all? Let me put my glasses on so I can shout at everybody.
Put the glasses on. We got Big Jeff.
Up,
hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, we got a topic for you today, Jeff, so stay tuned. Don't get off, man. I want you to weigh in, all right?
Okay, so we got it going on all our things now, y'all.
So if anybody needs a DJ, make sure y'all go to Jeff Johnson page, man, and check him out, man. Make sure y'all go for y'all.
Yes, that's family.
That's the fam, but he's an amazing DJ as well.
Best DJ in town. You better know it. And out of town, too.
In and out of town.
That's right.
Hey, Jeff, what you think about our setup, bro? Y'all see my $1 glasses?
Oh, you look good.
What y'all think about the setup?
Your $1 glasses, you look good.
Our pop-up shop. This is our Spotlight pop-up.
That's a good thing. That's a
good
way to look at it.
Spotlight pop-up. We just pop up. We bring lights and cameras. And,
hey, we official no matter where we go, though. Y'all want us to pop up somewhere? Tell us.
Spotlight pop-up. We pop up and pop it up. Yeah,
hey, Instagram and y'all, we
IG, what it is?
Yeah, we Spotlight pop-up shop today. Y'all want Spotlight to pop up at your joint? Let us know. Send us an inbox and we're gonna pop right up.
Hey, we
I'll show it to y'all real quick. See the backdrop right there? Bloop bloop. Y'all see that?
We holding off.
Hey,
let us stay on you. Let us stay on you. We are definitely getting ready for the 5th. We got some amazing things going on.
Every
for
time
the
you
5th
say the 5th,
September,
I get excited.
So shout out to our new family, Hung Jewelry. Shout out also to our new family, Urban Media
Entertainment Group. I love our new family, y'all. We are super excited about September 5th.
Shout out to them.
It's going to be super lit. Our first show at our new studio. We are super excited about it.
Yeah, what you so excited about? Tell me what you're most excited about.
Well, what I'm most excited about is the new look of the studio. Like, we're going to a state-of-the-art studio, right? And I'm telling y'all, when I first walked in there, I was like, are we at Fox 5?
Yeah. The
it's official.
It's just everything we wanted it to be. And so, thank you for that. Frank, what's up, Frank Sparks?
Hey, Frank.
Salute.
What's up, family?
Hey, so at the end of the day, we got a bomb topic, but we're going to touch on a few things today. So the reason I love the downtime that we have, and in case you're just tuning in to Spotlight Over the City, this is not our normal setup.
No.
We actually have a studio, but we're just kind of like transitioning. And so we'll be in our new studio on the 5th of September. So just be clear about that. In the meantime, we just keep the party started. So this is how we keep it going. We didn't take a vacation. We said Spotlight's going to be every Thursday, 7 p.m. And so we bring it every Thursday.
That's right.
At 7 p.m.
That's what
Consistency is what we about at Spotlight of the City. You hear me, IG?
Consistency is key.
So the 5th of September, you guys will be able to see our new studio, and it's fire too.
Y'all gonna be in for a treat.
Yeah, it's fire. So most people on Facebook and stuff like that has already seen the new studio.
Yeah.
But for those who have not, you are in for a treat, and we have an amazing first show. It's going to be a 2-hour show, and it's going to be fire, man. We're going to have some entertainment. I can't spill it all because I wanted to kind of be a surprise, but just know that we're looking forward to September 5th. So lock it in on your calendars.
Lock it in, y'all.
Make
September
sure you
5th.
following us on our Instagram, of course. Make sure you following us on YouTube as well. We have a YouTube channel, so you can catch up on all the past shows on YouTube, on our Spotlight of the City YouTube channel. And we'll be broadcasting live from there as well soon. We'll be streaming through multiple different streams on these platforms. So just know, Spotlight of the City got some big stuff popping.
I'm so excited. I feel like a little kid. But, September 5th is going to be big. Like my husband said, you all are going to be blown away by this new studio because we are blown away. Super grateful. God is good, taking us to another level. And I'm super grateful. It's all God's business, though, because we just allow God to move us where we were supposed to be. And that's what we did. We said, God, you put us where we're supposed to be for our next level for Spotlight Over City. And this is where he put us, and I'm super grateful.
Well, not this is where he put us.
Not this. This is our pop-up shop. This is our transition.
So, yeah, we're
transitioning, but I'm talking about on September 5th.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was just clearing this up for our new people who just tuned in for the first time.
Okay, just so y'all know. Yeah, this is not
our
our
what the hell? That ain't no new studio. They somewhere in the kitchen. Yeah, so this Spotlight in the kitchen. So this is our pop-up. This is our pop-up, and the reason why we even blessed to do this because we still have all the equipment to make it work wherever we go. So we pop up because we have lights, action. Well, we like to say mics, camera,
action.
You did?
Yes, and action in the kitchen.
Yeah, yes. Kitchen action.
Kitchen action.
So let's get to it. Spotlight News.
Yeah, well, we got to do our weekend recap first, and what we did over this weekend was we auditioned for Family Feud.
Man, we had a ball. Hey, let me tell you something.
It was so fun.
Hey, y'all know my wife is wild, right? So I don't know. I told y'all heard the story. So
some people didn't hear the story, so we got to tell the story real quick all over again, right? We were selected to audition for Family Feud down at the new Marriott Marquis, and the producers from Family, Steve Harvey wasn't there obviously, but his producers were there, and so my husband did make the suggestion that we be color coordinated, and so we were color coordinated, we were looking good, we showed up good, right? We had energy and all of that, so. It was five team members. I was the team.
Not like Bama coordinated. I know, like, what the hell?
No, it wasn't like
denim jeans and a white shirt of your choice.
Right, but
any preference a white shirt, as long as it's a white shirt. That's how we rock.
Right, but we was looking fly, and I was the team captain. I think we all agreed, right?
Yeah,
that I
team
was.
Captain.
Hey, what's up, Keith? Hey, Cheryl.
What's
hey, Sonny. So I got to introduce the family, and so I did that part good, slam dunk, right? You would agree.
You killed it.
I killed that part.
I mean, perfect.
Perfect, right? So we on our way. And all of this is being recorded by the Family Feud producers. So we were playing against the family. And the very first question, since I'm the team captain, I went first. So they said, name a food that begins with potato. And I said, whoop. And I got the number one answer because I shouted out potato salad. Yeah, so
number one answer. Knocked it out the park, right? So now we're rocking now.
We on a roll. So Stan is next. He's beside me. He's next. And he comes back with potato wedges. After we had to nudge him for a few seconds, they gave him an extra few seconds to get it together, but he came back strong with potato wedges, and that was another answer on the board. Next was my sister, Dr. Neverson, the quote-unquote smart one, right? But she did. She got a good answer. She said potato chips, and that was the number 2 answer.
So we rocking now.
We rocking. We have no strikes.
We got the enthusiasm. We got all the hype.
Like,
we in it, right?
Hey, we in it.
Now we
no strikes.
Everything cool.
So
right?
then next is my daughter, my oldest daughter, Tiara. She was next, and she said, with her enthusiastic self, she said, baked potato.
Right.
And she got an answer.
Good answer.
Good answer, baby. Good answer.
That's okay. Good try. We still going,
It's a food that begins with potato.
Right.
It has to start with potato. So they made that clear. Once Tiara got a strike, they made it clear. The food has to start with the word potato.
They specified.
So the next person was my daughter, Tyler, and she said, not a bad answer. She said potato pie. But she got a strike. Because it's really sweet potato pies. So she got a strike.
That one was
so now, this is the thing. I knew once Tyler got that strike, we got 2 strikes, so we can't get no more strikes. So I just knew I had it. I was like, oh shit, they getting back to me now.
I'm talking about this was she hyping it up, right? So now we thinking she got it, because we can't cheat and say what we gonna say.
Nope. But
so we
like,
thinking,
yes.
oh, she about to kill it.
Everybody in the audience was like,
so the audience started getting into it because she like, ooh, right?
Yes.
So they like, oh, she gonna rock it. And so then, go ahead, baby.
And then I told the producer, I was like, I got it. He's like, what's your answer? I said, mashed potatoes.
And I said, good try. But in my head, I was like, babe, for real? Didn't he just explain this shit 1,800 times to all your kids, the audience? So everybody bust out laughing, including the moderators, the fake Steve Harvey guy.
Everybody did.
He just died laughing because he had just told us, and so he thought that she had it, right? Because she wrapped everybody up, and so that's why I think we're gonna go to LA.
They loved it
because they thought it was hilarious, and they told us they just wanted to. We didn't. Nobody won or lost. It wasn't. You didn't play a whole game, so it was a mock joint. So at the end of the day, they just wanted to see enthusiasm and people who know how to play the damn game and knew how to make fun of it.
Jeff said, why not say potato bread? Well, because Jeff, that didn't come to mind. I said, ain't nobody steal my answer. I had mashed potato in my heart. And nobody stole my answer. So
they didn't, because it's wrong. That's the thing. So yeah. Wow. So yeah, when you steal somebody's answer, it's gonna be the right damn answer, Terry.
So long story short, the other family got to steal the money. It's no money. They only let you do 2 rounds during the auditions because they really just trying to see if you know how to play the game, if you have personality and enthusiasm, and they're looking for people who are gonna fit for the live show and make it entertaining. Who's more entertaining than T-Bone?
And so that's why I let you be captain, because I feel like you are the wild card in life. And so I already knew you was going to jump your ass out there.
You see what you got yourself into for
and
life?
You jumped out there and said mashed potato.
Mashed potato, and I just
you was loud and you thought you killed it.
Hey, Mom.
You looked at us like, why are we looking at you?
Yeah, because when everybody was looking at me crazy, I'm like, why y'all looking at me crazy? Shit, mashed potatoes is good.
Mashed potatoes, Jeff. You hear that, Jeff?
So anyway, we're waiting for our postcard. The way it works is they go back to LA, they review the tape, so everybody who auditioned, and then they send families a postcard, the families that they select to come to the live show. So we're claiming it. Let's touch and agree. All of us together, touch and agree.
Hey, Ma. We're
going to get that postcard.
Oh, yeah, we in LA.
Let's touch and agree.
There's no doubt about it. Look, we already in LA, but I'm thanking God already in advance, because let me tell you something. We gonna win some money too when we get on there. Like, for real, we was winning. Like, at the end of the day, we would have still won, because I was going up against an older guy. Like, he was like 106. So so he still was like this.
106.
Yeah, he was still like this, and I had already answered the joint. And
Mom said, high standing, Terry. Love y'all. We love you too, lady.
So we gonna get on down to the show because we too comfortable.
So that was our weekend recap. We had to recap the weekend and let them know what's happening. Now, upcoming, there's some super fun things going on this weekend in the DMV. We've got MC Hammer coming to town tomorrow for Hammer's house party. It's gonna be MC Hammer, and he probably gonna do Hammer Time.
I don't think he performing. I think he has a bunch of people on his lineup.
He does, but I heard he gonna give him a little something. Okay. You remember Hammer?
Yeah.
Hammer Time.
Sorry, I
wasn't. And we've got, who else is gonna be there? Kid and Play. Remember them? And a lot
Did your boyfriend have hammer pants?
I've never dated a guy who had hammer pants.
Tell the truth right now.
I've never dated anybody.
Say the devil. Put them on your feet.
I've never dated anybody who wore hammer pants. That would have been a turn off. That would have been a turn off. If you had showed up at the airport with hammer pants.
How about used jeans?
Nope. Get used? Nope.
How about cross color?
I dated someone who had cross color.
How many of y'all wore that? Cross color.
I dated someone who used to wear AJ. Did you used to wear AJs?
I think I had a pair of AJs.
Yeah.
I was wearing the Guess joints though. We was putting the leather patches on them. Like all in the crouching on your pocket, putting the leather sewn on leather. I don't know where we got that from, but that's what we was doing.
So Hammer's house party, you all, it's going to be a big thing in the city tomorrow night. So if you're not doing anything, it's down there at that new DC Sports Arena where you went for the boxing match that time.
September 7th, Tricky Inc.
Yeah, hey Yvette.
September 7th, Tricky Inc.
Oh yeah.
September 7th.
September 7th. If y'all don't have your tickets,
September 7th. Put it on your calendar. September 7th, Tricky Inc. National Harbor.
Yep.
Oh, damn. Not National Harbor.
National Stadium.
National Stadium.
It was close, baby.
They're going to shut the whole stadium down. You already know
they
the
always
drill.
do.
Everybody know the drill. If you're from the DMV, if you're not, they shut the whole stadium down, National Stadium. Different entertainments, different stages, different everything. DJs, different everything. Lit party.
It's going to be lit. So that's coming up on September 7th.
September 7th.
And Hammer's House Party is tomorrow. And our family, Gil and Pam Nelson,
yes,
they are putting on another one of their fantastic stage plays. And this is going to be on Sunday at the Bowie Center for Performing Arts. And it's called Family Affair. It's starring one of our all-time favorite hosts of Spotlight Over City, Dana Dane,
Stacey Tyson.
Yes.
Shout out you too, boo.
And some other amazing people in this play. So if you all...
shout out Gil and Pam. I think Pam is in as well, right?
I think so. I think so. So you all... I'm so sorry I'm going to miss this play, but my husband going to represent. And I know it's going to be an amazing production. I'm so proud of you, Gil and Pam Nelson. Another black couple doing big things. So I'm proud of y'all.
So shout out to you, fam. And keep doing what y'all doing. We love it.
And also this weekend is called the Ubiquitous. I think I said that right.
I thought you was about to start cussing.
Ubiquitous Women's Expo at the DC Convention Center. Micheline Bowman is one of the PR people on top of this amazing event coming up on Saturday and Sunday at the DC Convention Center. They're going to have Vivian Green down there. Anthony Hamilton is going to be down there.
Again, make sure you check out his book too. Anthony got a new book
out. Chrisette Michelle's going to be down there. And this is DC's largest multicultural women's expo ever, and it's focused on beauty, wellness, hair, and so much more. So you all don't have any plans for Saturday and Sunday. It's during the daytime. You can still do your partying at night, but try to get down there to the DC Convention Center. It's going to be a nice event. I'm actually going to go down there Saturday morning before I leave to go out of town. I'm going to go down there Saturday morning and hook up with Micheline for a couple hours, and it's going to be a really nice event though. So I wanted to
so that's what's up.
Let people know about that. And I think that's all of the things that I could think of going on in the DMV for this weekend. Anything else you got, baby, for this weekend?
I don't. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna make sure if it comes to mind, then I'll plug it.
Okay. The other thing that we always like to do is shout out our amazing sponsor.
Of course.
Umbrella.
You already know. Yes. Umbrella Therapeutic Services. Shout out to homeboy Wes.
Yes. Hey, Wes Jones, CEO Wes Jones.
You already know.
Umbrella Therapeutic Services.
Umbrella.
DC's most relied upon behavioral health organization. You all have to check them out. Go on Spotlight Over the City's website, also on our Instagram, and also on our Facebook page to get more information about Umbrella Therapeutic Services.
Just say stop hammer time. I was saying on a serious note though, Umbrella Therapeutic Services is very necessary. A lot of us are going through mental health issues and don't really realize that you're going through mental health issues. So when you see people do things that's not necessarily the norm or something that may not be suitable for your taste, sometimes it's not that they're crazy or they do so that. They just have something that they need to get tuned up.
Yeah.
So we call it mental tune-ups.
Yeah.
And so everybody can stand to have a mental tune-up from time to time, including myself. And so this is why we suggest that Umbrella Therapeutic Services would be that person. Now you have to live in D.C., and you have to be
ages 5 on up.
5 years old.
It says 5 to 100, but if you live over 100, then I'm assuming you can still get the services. If you're over 100.
Let you go ahead and get it. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so shout out again to you, Umbrella. And we can move on to some Spotlight News.
Spotlight News.
You know, I guess I am getting old, babe, because I don't know much about this T Grizzley person. It's a rapper.
You sound like an old lady.
T Grizzley
person. That's something your mother would say.
I don't know a lot about T Grizzley, but I did.
T Grizzley is a rapper. This and that, blah, blah, blah. Everybody know who T Grizzley is. But anyway, give him
Hey, Givenchy, I hope your daughter's doing okay down there at Clark Atlanta. I heard about those shootings down there earlier this week, and I started praying. Yeah, some they were doing some shooting down there. I think like 4 people got shot down there the first week of school. And Givenchy's daughter, is a freshman down there, and I just was like, oh my gosh. And so making sure your daughter's okay. And we got to keep our babies in prayer every day, because this world is crazy. Yeah,
I missed that one. But shout out to Yvette.
But anyway, back to T Grizzley. His vehicle got shot up and killed his aunt.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Who's also
his manager. As well. Very sad. R.I.P. Our condolences to the family. It's getting really tough out here, especially for the rap dudes. And like I can't really speak on it because I don't know his lifestyle. I don't know how he's living.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, man, as a community, we need to kind of slow down with the gunplay and get it together. Because I mean, what is this really all about? We losing some brothers to some senseless stuff out here now. And I think we need to really get it together because, I mean, come on, get to the bag.
He was the intended target, but then you lose your family member.
And so then here we go with the back and forth. So,
you know, that's tough.
When you get to a bag, it's time to stop with the foolishness. Like, you know, and sometimes you can't help it, the haters. You know? But you got to stay out the way. Like, you just got to learn to stay out the way of the foolishness and just be safe.
I agree, baby.
So, I wish you the best, T. Grizzley. I hope everything works out for you. I don't know what the beef is or what's going on. Hopefully it ain't a beef. And if it is, I hope you smash it and get it together real quick.
Yeah, this is very tragic.
Get to the money, man.
Yeah, get to the money. My boy, I know some people that's not their boy, but I still cheer for Lamar Odom. Okay?
Oh man, hey, let me tell you something. If you and I can't tell people what to do, but if you get a chance, check out his backstory though.
Yeah,
like Lamar Odom. A lot of times we don't understand people front side because you don't know where they coming from on the backside. So their behavior is a reflection of where they coming from. Lamar Odom had a real broken situation growing up, and it was a little crazy. So if you learn that, he's persevered, and so he's shining like new money. So salute to you, Lamar. I like it. I like to see it do good. You know?
He just signed up for Dancing with the Stars, and y'all know that's been a huge, successful show for many years on ABC Network. And this season coming up, Lamar Odom is going to give it a try. So I'm Team Lamar Odom. I'm rooting for him. He's got a new love, and she is hot. Like I have no issues telling another woman when they look good, and she is hot. She is fire. Okay. I don't know her name. I'm gonna find. I saw some stuff on social media, but y'all know. Have y'all seen her? Y'all seen Lamar Odom's new woman?
She bad.
She's bomb.
Okay, so shout out to Lamar once again and his new love or whatever the case is. Yes. I'm glad to see you back on your feet.
Yes,
bro.
do it.
And I hope you keep on with your success, man, and make a hell of a comeback.
Me too. And hey, Vonetta Jordan. She said, "Hey y'all." She finally made it on time. Hey, listen. Shout out to you. This one, you're not going to like this one, baby. Oregon police, they altered a man's mugshot, y'all, to remove his face. He removed the tattoos from his face after witnesses told them that the bank robbery suspect did not have any tattoos. So Oregon police was like,
so basically they had this guy in custody, right? They already had him in custody. Mm-hmm. And so they decided he going to be the one. I don't give a damn. Yeah. This is him. If they say it or not. And so they decided, well, if they say he didn't have no facial tattoos, we're going to cover them up. And he's going to be the suspect. And they pointed him out in the lineup. Yeah. And so this is how far the system has been going to put us in prison, man. And so this is why I'm all for prison reform. And, that's wild.
I told you weren't going to like that. Nah. I don't like that either. So,
I don't like it at all. What state was that?
Oregon. Okay. Yeah, up there, all Black the way dude? Up there. You know what? I don't know. I didn't look up the
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you mean the victim? Yeah, the victim was black. Yeah. That's what the issue is. The victim was black, and now his attorney is going to sue the state of Oregon and the police department because what? And they got police officers now that are under oath testifying about it, and that's what they really did. Yeah. So that's messed up. Your boy Jay-Z is being dragged, and I feel bad about this because I think he's being dragged for the wrong reasons. And today, Funk Flex, who he kind of stirred. What's his name? Funk. What's his name?
What are you talking about?
Funk. That's what his name is. Up there in New York, the big New York DJ. He seems to have always had like this thing against Jay-Z. He always make these comments, but to me he's a messy person. But he went on, he wrote this long big paragraph today on social media about like how I'm loyal to Rock Nation Records, but I gotta say this, I gotta be honest. And he went on into his spiel about he thinks Jay-Z is wrong and you don't do that, Colin Kaepernick, and he just went on and on and on, and now he got so many people riding that and people saying Jay-Z is doing this.
Okay, so let me just ask you something. Let me ask y'all something. How many times have you seen Jay-Z do a double cross move on us or our community in any kind of way?
I haven't.
How many times have you ever seen him go on suicide missions for us though? How many times did you see him put water in Africa? How many times he paid Meek Mill's lawyers? How many times you see him do prison reform to get attention on it? Yep. Sign Meek to bring more attention to prison reform. Yep. stop
he
and
paid Lil
frisk.
Wayne's taxes.
Wait, stop and frisk. Put a stop to that right quick in New York City.
Yep.
Stop it. You can't do no stop and frisk. We
Yep.
made that illegal now. That's Jay-Z move. I don't know if y'all knew that. All of this kind of stuff going on, and then he gonna get in the league. And I hear a bunch of buffoons be talking about, yeah, Jay-Z, he's selling out.
Oh,
Jay-Z,
he's selling out.
Jay-Z a sellout. Jay-Z doing it for the money. Jay-Z doing it for the money. Let me just help y'all out real quick. Jay-Z a damn near billionaire. Why would he have to? When did he ever sell out to get to the billions? Jay-Z has always pulled back into what he was doing and help other people get to their feet. So I'm trying to understand where the sellout part is. Mm-hmm. How many people that just said free Meek, but they wasn't a part of prison reform? They didn't pay no damn lawyers for Meek.
Yeah.
They didn't do none of that. But this man didn't. Nobody begged him to do it. He just signed up for that. So when they was talking trash and going to war, he was putting pipelines in Africa and drawing water.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff that I admire. So
Yeah.
I'm not a person who's gonna ride no other dude. But what I'm telling you is real recognize real. So find the flaw where he sold out us somewhere, and then I could ride with you. But what you need to understand is the Colin Kaepernick agenda is still the agenda. His agenda was to bring social injustice to the forefront. Mm-hmm. It wasn't necessarily a kneel to get me a starting position in the NFL. Remember the dude was in the damn NFL when he was kneeling. So he wasn't kneeling to get a job, goofballs. Because I hear a lot of y'all talking about, well, we got to get him a job first back in the... Do you hear Colin Kaepernick somewhere asking for a damn job? He got a big old check, and now we going to move on to why you were kneeling. So Jay-Z going to get in the ring with some people that everybody can't get in the ring with, be clear. Yeah. And so once he get in the ring, he can make some moves that everybody else can't make, be clear. He got respect from an arena of billionaires that the average black dude don't have, be clear. And he can bring reform to a raggedy-ass NFL that don't do nothing but slave drive black men, be clear. Yeah. So this is a black man coming from Marcy Projects, be clear, with no agenda to get rich because he there already, be clear. Be clear. So please help me to understand why it's such a bad idea to get in bed with people that you can reform yourself. If you have the power to reform some twisted-minded billionaires, why would you not do it to help your people? Because it's 70% black men in the NFL, and I ain't see none of you monkeys kneeling to help nobody. I didn't see that. I missed the shit. So if you was kneeling with him, I saw Ed Reed, shout out Ed Reed, kneel with him. But the rest of the team stood up like some clowns. So tell me why you mad at Jay-Z again. Okay, next question.
No, well, listen. Jeff Johnson said, is it true that he told Jermaine Dupri not to sign a deal with the NFL? Listen, I heard Jermaine Dupri this morning on Big Ticket Show down in Atlanta. I'm on the fence with whether or not I believe JD. I think that there's a chance that JD could be doing damage control and that Jay-Z may have told him that. But what he went on the radio today was to say, I'm on here to clear this up. Me and Jay did have a conversation, but he did not advise me to not take a deal with the NFL. Everyone else is saying, even JD's best friend of 20 years, someone named, I forgot what his name is, but he's saying, you told us that Jay-Z told you don't take a deal with the NFL. And now JD is trying to clear that up, saying, no, he didn't tell me that. We were just talking, we good friends, and we were talking about something else, blah, blah, blah. So I think JD is doing damage control when it comes to that, Jeff. I'm not sure. We got to still kind of like... We got to come back to that.
So I don't know
that.
about that one either, so I can't speak on it, Jeff, to be honest with you. So that's one I have to not even touch. I only speak on
I heard about it today. I mean, I actually heard the JD interview, and then I went back and read the backstory. And like I said, he might be doing damage control by going on the radio saying, look, he didn't tell me that. I don't know.
So what if he did say it? Like, okay. Let's just say he did.
Let's just say he did.
And so, because I got a stronger hand than you, right? It goes back to the Michael Vick mentality. Why would you, as Michael Vick's cousin, you Bama, send Michael Vick to prison when you could have you don't cut off the head. That's the one thing you don't do. Truth, though, baby. So if you the head getting to the bag, why would you let me go to prison and get all my endorsements stripped and you was broke as hell when I went there? When I could have fed you that little bit of chump change you making every year and got them dogs out the way and you would have went and paid that penalty and I would have repented and not fought no dogs.
So
agree. Please help me with this the Jay-Z mentality says the same thing. I'm a bigger fish than you, homie. So even if I tell you to fall back a minute, it don't mean fall on the ground. It just means fall back because I'm a heavier fish. So if I grab that seat, I can hold more weight because I got more leverage than you, Slim. Mm-hmm. So it's about leveraging the whole situation, right?
Yeah.
I jumped on with Meek Mills and a whole bunch of more power players got involved with prison reform, didn't they? You know why? Because I'm involved with prison reform. I got a bigger hand than Meek.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to say. Meek ain't signed to Meek Mills. Meek signed to. So I'm trying to say I got the strong hand. The strong hand should go first. Yeah. Don't send the weak hand first.
I agree.
You don't got no leverage.
I agree. I definitely agree.
It's about leverage.
I really want people to ease up on Jay-Z. I mean, if you all listen to some of the lyrics in his music, when is he a sellout? He say what he want to say.
He gave you $1 million worth of game for $9.99.
Do y'all listen to his lyrics?
If you played the songs back, you'll hear when he said "House Nigga," that song.
Yeah.
Where did he shade anything? Where did he fall back from the truth? Where did he being 100? You always gonna be looked at a certain way to a certain amount of people in the world. And he told those facts even as a billionaire. Where's the sellout in it all? Help me with it.
Yeah, I agree, baby. So yeah, that story will continue for a while, I'm sure. And Jay-Z will talk when he's ready to talk. That's how he is. He says less, do more.
And that's what I like about it. And when he said, my homeboy, we've been debating this. This is why you hear me going so hard on it. Because one of my homeboys called me. He was like, Slim, listen, I'm trying to tell you, Jay-Z ain't right. He all for himself. I said, when though? Like, when did he just have a self-agenda when he helped so many people already?
Right.
So I ain't never understood
that. My husband was in here going, I was just like, what? If you and Jay-Z BFFs or something? Like, he was serious.
Nah, in the future it might be like that. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm for the humanity of my people.
Yeah.
And so I see his plot, and I see that he had the stronger hand. So don't get in the way.
Dr. Neverson said, agreed. Leave Jay alone. He is really giving back to the community. Jay-Z will work from the inside.
There you go.
From the inside out. I agree.
That's what I'm talking about. He'll work from the inside.
I agree.
And so first you got to get inside. Even in the Bible, it tell you the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. Well, if you don't get in bed with the wicked, how you going to get the money from them? If you stand a distance and look, they're going to keep spending yours and theirs. You got to get in there and take what's yours. So he just know how to move. Yeah. He just know how to move. So salute to you, home.
Cheryl said, give my brother a towel.
Nah. Yeah, let me give me one. I got hot.
Listen, y'all, our next segment is, we try to still, even though it's a Spotlight pop-up shop, we still stay on course and stay consistent with what we do, right? And Spotlight Shining Star is a very important segment of our show. So we don't let that slide just because we having a transition pop-up show. Spotlight Shining Stars this week actually happened to be both. We did two. We couldn't decide. They're both in the NBA. And we really love when our NBA players or any of us, give back and do things that a lot of people don't do. And the Spotlight Shining Stars this week go to Kawhi Leonard. And if you remember, he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. He was in Toronto, and now he's signed out to, I think, where did he go? To LA or Clippers, somewhere out there in the West now. But he was the MVP of the NBA Finals this year. And he took $1 million worth of backpacks to schools in Southern California where he's residing now. And that's why do I keep saying 100 million?
I don't know, Terry.
It's 1 million. 1 million, not 100 million, but that's still significant. That's major. $1 million worth of backpacks to the children in Southern LA.
Very significant.
Yeah,
it's very significant.
It's huge.
$1 million worth of back. We bought a company.
Yeah,
and shipped it over there. So that's what's happening. So
kudos to you, Kawhi Leonard, and he's a Cancer too, by the way. Team Cancer. Steph Curry, he took millions of his own money and decided that he wanted to bring a golf team to Howard University. Kudos to you, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, sis, I know you love that. And so that's why that's my favorite segment. I didn't get to say that, but Spotlight Over the City has a segment called that because I like to spotlight people who don't normally get the light shined on them. The news don't normally give those type of spills.
They'll say it real quick and brush over and keep going.
This or that. So we like to put the real deal on there. So that's what it is. So shout out to those two guys. Salute to y'all. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the best that ever did it. Even when he was out there at Wisconsin.
Yes. So that concludes our Spotlight News and our Spotlight Shining Star segment. Before we get into our topic, though, I told myself I was going to ask you a question. I saw this question on social media today, and I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to know what my husband. I didn't ask him this earlier. I wanted to wait until we got on here. If someone called you and said Terry is in jail, Terry got locked up, what would you think it was for? Like, what would order before you knew?
If somebody called. Where did this question come from?
It was on social media today, like saying like if your significant other, if you got a call saying Terry got locked up, what in your mind, what would you think? What would my wife be locked up for? Like, what would you think I would have done to get locked up? Knowing based on me and knowing who I am.
I don't know.
Cheryl, what would you say? Anyone who knows me, like, I mean, I ain't getting locked up, but I thought it was an interesting question. It tells, like, what you think you know about a person. Like, if somebody told me Stan got locked up, I would think he snapped out on someone. Somebody disrespected him, and he just could not give him a pass. And I would be like, that must be what it's for. That would be my automatic thought, because it wouldn't be. Yeah, that's what it would be for.
What Jeff say?
Let's see what Jeff is saying. I can't put your glasses on. He ain't say nothing about that yet.
So y'all not gonna talk about the Papa? Hold up. Yes. Hey Jeff, let me tell you something. Hey, shout out to Clayton
Tell
Brown.
him what the question is.
Jeff said, "Are we gonna talk about the damn Popeye's chicken sandwich?" Yes, sir. Let me say something. My homeboy Clayton, he was on earlier. He said, "Man, what?"
Go ahead. No, I'm laughing at the answers that are coming
He put a joint up and said, "Look at this line," and they was wrapped outside of Popeyes, outside in the parking lot, Jeff, for a sandwich. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because damn sure wasn't like that all this other time.
Well, I tell you
so
what.
everybody been ratting and raving. Somebody tell me about this Popeyes chicken sandwich, because I haven't had it. Hey Jeff, have you tasted the Popeyes chicken sandwich? Who on here has had this damn sandwich? It got people wrapping around lines.
I haven't, but I'm going to. I think I'm going to cave in and get one. My sister, my niece said that what she would think if her Aunt Terry got locked up, she said it would be for stealing pillows and candles from the store. Candles and pillows from the store. I'm not going to steal, Sonny. But she said that's what she think I would do. Somebody on here, Katrina, said tax evasion. I would go to jail for that. No comment.
Okay, so what would I go to jail for?
I told you. I said if somebody give me that call, I'm like, oh Lord, what? Somebody did something to him, because my husband he's not gonna bother. He's not gonna ordinarily do anything to land him in prison, but he don't play disrespect. And so the first thing that I would think is that somebody pushed him too far, and he just couldn't give him a pass on that day, and I gotta go get him.
No, yeah. I'm doing better.
Vonda, I haven't talked to her in. Anyway, Vonda, you know our history, and she told me this week, she said, I'm going to tune in. And now she's on there. That's under her husband's name, Devon James. This is Vonda. Hey, Vonda, welcome to Spotlight Over the City.
Welcome.
And I miss you.
We're not in our studio yet, Vonda.
This is our pop-up studio,
This is our pop-up studio until we go on September 5th.
Make that clear.
So I didn't want you to think, oh, damn, they had a show in the kitchen.
This is
no, we don't have our show in the kitchen.
Our pop-up shop. We're in transition, you all. For you, those of you who are joining us late on Instagram and on Facebook, Stan and I are transitioning studios. We're going into a state-of-the-art new studio just made. It seems like it was just made for us.
It was just made for us.
And we are going to have our first live broadcast on September the 5th from our brand new studio, and we are super excited about it. So where you see us now is our transition. We are a Spotlight pop-up this week. Last week we were Spotlight over the lake. This week we're Spotlight pop-up here. And next week, no telling where we're going to be. Y'all give us some suggestions. Where y'all want to see us pop up at next Thursday?
After that, we'll be
we're going to be in the new studio, and you all are going to be blown away. I'm telling you, it's going to be fabulous. So, yes, that's what I think you would go to prison for. And Cheryl said, stand for fighting. Cheryl, you know your brother. If we got that call, that's what I said. It'll be something like that.
That's a shame. So I thought I had graduated from, like, I be trying.
Well, yeah. So what are we gonna talk about tonight?
Okay. So we talk about insecurities.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I'll tell you about this little incident I had. Okay. So I run into this little dude, and he was like, "Hey Jeff, you might can relate to this."
Is this at the gym?
No.
Oh.
I run into this little guy. I didn't know him. He looked familiar. So he was like, "Oh, what's up, bro? Blah, blah, blah." He walked up to me. He was like, "What's up, bro?" And I was like, "What's happening?" And he was like, "Oh, man, there you go, all Hollywood." So I'm saying, "Help me out. What's your name?" And he said, "Nigga, we went to school together." And so I'm like, hey Slim, help me out. What's your name? And he told me his name, and he was like, oh man, that's how it is when people get like famous or whatever he was saying. Famous? Like, I ain't famous, bro. I say, bro, slow down, bro. It's a lot of people went to school with me. I'm 51 years old, huh? So like at the end of the day, we wasn't in no classes or nothing together, so I really don't remember you like that.
Right.
So the dude was like offended. He was like, and so he was saying things basically to like push a button. So,
Really?
Yeah. And so it worked a little bit. And so what I'm gonna say this. This is what he hit me with. Yeah, and you out here being a fake man of God.
He said that?
That's what he said to me, right? So let me just clear this up. Yeah, I love God. Yes, I call myself a person who loves God. I'm not religious. I just love God. I just love the energy, the whole everything. So I'm connected.
Yes.
But let's be clear. If you handle me funny, I'm like David. Read about David in the Bible. And I'm going to just leave that right there. And that don't mean I don't love God.
He's not lying.
I'm just dead serious right now when I say this. If I don't try to handle you funny, you probably shouldn't try to handle me funny. Because I'm not Jesus or nothing like that. I'm just waiting now. I'm motivational and all of that, I promise you. But please just don't handle me funny and think it ain't no... Because see, that's what happens when people push you the wrong way and then they see that you still got some G in you and you ain't with all the foolishness. Then they be like, oh, I thought you was a motivational person or this or that. So let's just keep it on a positive and then you'll get motivated. How about that?
Yeah, well, let me read a few more of these comments before we move on.
We
have... Vonda said, I'm going to go to jail because I'm too slow. I don't catch on to stuff. See, Vonda knows me from back in the day, and she has some stories.
So
about
she knows that you don't catch on to
Vonda knows.
I didn't know. But Terry, Lord have mercy. Yes, this is my Lucy. This is Lucy.
You married Lucy?
You are Lucille Ball, a black Lucille Ball.
Listen.
So I think you would, I can't say what I think you would go to jail for.
You don't? You can't?
No. But
you gonna tell me after this?
I will tell you, yes.
Oh man,
You
well damn.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what that is.
Nothing
They said not stealing candles, not stealing pillows.
It's not stealing anything, no.
No?
No, you're not a stealing person.
No, I'm not a stealing person. Okay, what would I go? Well, I don't know. Anyway, Hope says she tried the sandwich, the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
What'd she say?
She didn't like the sauce, so she tried it without the sauce and grabbed their sweet heat dipping sauce, and she enjoyed it much better. But she doesn't understand what's all the hype
How does it
about.
rate compared to Chick-fil-A sandwich? Because everybody's saying that it's to knock their sandwich out the box. I'm a Chick-fil-A fan of all fast food. I'd just rather go there.
Yeah.
So me personally, I don't know how Popeyes fare when it comes to the chicken sandwich because it's new. So I want somebody to try it first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not endorsing them no more as of today. You need to check. So anyway.
Yeah, okay. So you want to talk about insecurities.
So let's talk about insecurities and how to address them. Everybody has insecurities, right? Okay. Self-esteem. So how do you deal with that? Like, how do you even know you have low self-esteem? So for me, a lot of women in my past were, really pretty women or decent looking women or whatever case you might want to say. But I found that the prettier, for some strange reason, the lower the self-esteem. And then they would front, a lot of them, not all of them, but some of them would front as though they had higher self-esteem by dressing the part. The Gucci this, the Prada, the Louis, the Fendi, the blah, 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 blah. But underneath the shell, they weren't confident. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have that confidence. So I think that's a part of insecurities. A lot of things that happen, when you're growing up. You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask you guys, what are some of the insecurities that you dealt with? And how do you deal with them, or have you dealt with them? Like, for instance, I dated this girl, and she used to wear like her hair over her face. I don't know if that's called a bang or whatever. Her hair would be down. Mm-hmm. And I would say, why you don't never put your hair up over your face? Because you got a pretty face. Mm-hmm. And she said, because when I was in elementary school, they just teased me about my forehead. Mm. And so now I'm self-conscious about my forehead. And I said, what? Like, you, how old?
I can relate.
And so I said, you mean to tell me something happened in your elementary school, somebody was joning on you, and so you still covering up your forehead today, and you like older?
I can relate to that. When I was in, not elementary school, but I'll never forget this. When I went to ninth grade, I went to Parkdale High School. Shout out Parkdale Panthers. Ninth grade, right? I thought I was the cutest thing since sliced bread, walking in there with my little short. We didn't have uniforms back then. I had on shorts because, when school starts, it's still hot outside. I had on shorts, right? And my parents at that time didn't allow me to shave my legs. And I'm very hairy. And I had my hair on my legs used to just lay down, and it was a lot. And because I thought I was cute, I was devastated when guys in high school and girls would say things like, you look like Aunt Bunny. You like a gorilla. You got all this hair. Because I had a mustache too. Right. I had a mustache and I got just hairy.
Right.
And they teased me a lot. And I never forget, I went home. After about several weeks of being in a new school and being a ninth grader, I just was so self-conscious. I went against my mom and dad's rules, and I went and got my dad's razor, and I shaved everything that I could find hair except the hair on top of my head. I shaved it. What? I shaved my mustache, and I cut myself because I had never. Yeah, and I felt, and wow. Ever since then, until I got to be like, probably honestly, babe, in my late 30s and 40s, where I finally started being like, I don't really care if people think that look like Aunt Bunny because I have a mustache. I do wax it now, but that's my own preference because I like a cleaner face because I'm getting like older now, and I do get like hairs here. You know me, I'm transparent. I tell y'all everything. Oh, hairs here, right. And I can't stand it. So I do wax it now, but I don't do nothing with the hair on my arms.
So what did you do to get over it?
Oh, look at him. He always say I just keep going.
I mean, I'm with you.
I don't know that I didn't do anything. I just matured and started feeling a way about myself. And now I'm at a point where I really don't care what other people think or say or feel about me. I just don't care anymore. And so now if my legs have too much hair, so what? I don't care. And so for me, nothing cured it. It's just time and evolving in life as a woman. I've just decided to be comfortable in my own skin. That's why you hear me talk about, I have a fupa. I've had 3 kids, 3 C-sections, and I have evidence of it. I have some clear evidence of it right here. And hey, I told y'all I'm going to start a fupa movement. I mean, I'm not embarrassed by it. It is what it is. And I still believe that, I'm a wonderful woman.
Yeah, you are.
With a mustache and hairy legs and all my Aunt Bunny features. But it made me insecure for years.
Right, but what I'm asking you is, how did you get to a point? Because it's people out here that's really insecure right now about a lot of little stuff. So look how many butt injections are going on. Look how many fake boobs are going on. Look how much all kind of enhancements are going on where it never was like that. Butt enhancements now is kind of like part of the game. Right? If you live in Atlanta especially, like any of that kind of stuff, it's popping.
Yeah.
And so it's to the point where men almost expect it to not be. Or they have to guess if it is. Right?
Did you have to guess on me? Did you want to?
No, but I'm saying, and seriously though, like this is how it's going, right? This was happening.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, then that's insecurities. So how did it get to this level? Because at first it wasn't this heavy. Like women was who they were. It wasn't this serious. I
think society and exposure to stuff has really played a big part in a lot of this that's happening. Because who the hell knew about butt injections back when we were growing? Butt injections.
Well, that's what I just said. These things are prevalent now, though, like all over the place. Like this is real stuff that's happening. These women feel like we really want that. Let me just help you a little bit. Do inner engineering. This is how I'm gonna help you. If you are secure with yourself, then it helps us to be secure with you as men. If you are confident, in other words, in who you are, no matter what it is, own it. And if you can enhance it, make it better without having to harm yourself, cool. But what I'm saying is men, as real men, you got boys that's grown. You can't help them. Yeah. Men, I said men that know what women look like.
Yeah.
Are not feeling bad about your little stretch mark here or your little saggy boob here, or your little whatever, because as long as you know how to put yourself together and you have inner engineering, which means you shining from the inside and you're a good person and you have this good energy, then you're going to attract you a solid dude who respects you for who you are. That's how you do it.
But what you said was key. You said a real man, a solid man.
You shouldn't want nothing less than that.
But a lot of, it's not that I think women want that, but it's sometimes depending on where a woman or a man is in life, it's hard to even identify what that is. Like, you might think that this is a real man, and it does. Sometimes it takes until a person has gone through a lot of different situations to understand what that even means. So some people, of course, they'd be like, you shouldn't want any less. But
so why are you bringing the real man situation?
Because you said it takes a real man. You were telling women that, you know, if you got stretch marks and you got this, your inner engineering is what's most important. But I said that's important to a real man. Like real men can see beyond those types of things.
Okay, so that's what we're addressing. So now the man who can't, tell me, why would you even deal with him? Why would you lower your esteem to fit a man who doesn't see you for who you see yourself as? So like for me, if you see me any other way than I see me, I don't give a damn. Because I'm not getting ready to dumb myself. You can't lower my esteem. I feel a way about me. That's me. Mm-hmm. So that's self-love, self-worth. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I let you be able to dictate how I feel about myself, then I'm going to just sway with the wind. I'm a man, so I got to stand. A man can say he a Bama, he this and that. I don't give a damn. Like, I feel about me how I'm going to feel about me. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So a woman has to have a certain stance like that. Because you're going to get some goofballs that's going to be like, your butt too flat. Or you don't have big enough boobs, or you don't have a flat stomach, and so at the end of the day, you're going to jump through a lot of hoops trying to satisfy that immaturity.
But a lot of times, I believe, it's not necessarily always a man saying those types of things to a woman. A lot of times, it's based on, like I told you, what women and men are seeing and assuming that that's the preference for men, you know, like, because you're seeing these men and seeing the types of women that they already have, or the women that they seem to be attracted to. So a lot of women are like, damn, well, if that's what these men are wanting, I'm going to have to try to get like that. So I need to get me some this or some that, or get this taken out and put it over there, because they're seeing it. And it's not necessarily all the time that it's because a man has told them that well, your butt too flat. You know what I mean? They may think it's too flat based on what they're seeing.
Y'all see other men that you think are attractive, and they're attracted to a certain type of man,
and
certain type of woman.
And I think that's what drives, and still it could be low self-esteem, but I think that is also a driver of certain people of why they, you know, do these things. I mean, you know, some people may say, I do it because I just want to look good myself, but it's probably a majority of them who do it based on what they're seeing out there and what they assume men want.
And so that's twisted in itself. Because like I say, if you're a woman, then you have to have a certain stance that's about you as a person. That's self-esteem issues. If you're basing your life on what you think somebody else, it can't be based on nobody else.
Yeah.
Self-esteem is your damn own esteem. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that if the same person who can raise your esteem high can bring your esteem low. Mm-hmm. So that's when you get a man and he, oh baby, you fine, and you this and you that, and you always this and this, and then when he don't like you like that no more, you low, you hoe, you da da da, and you feel like a hoe now, because he said you can't be nothing without me. You think that's real now because he brought you up here, but you supposed to bring you up here,
right,
and meet him there,
right,
if he here.
Right.
See, this is what I'm saying. So this is what I mean. So self-esteem, there got to be something you see in yourself. You got to say, you know what? Never mind what other men's preference, you know, and whatever they got going on. This is what I'm going to be about.
Right.
I'm going to be my best me.
Right.
And whoever is for me, that's going to be who I'm going to attract.
Yeah. And,
do you agree with that?
I agree with that. And like I said, for the most part, I will say, you know, I'm grateful for whatever God put in me to have me think a certain way, because I remember back in my dating days, I did come across a young man who said, you know what, you cute, you nice, and all of that. You're a really great person, but you're too thick. He said that. He said, I like really thin women. I ain't mad at him, though. I was like, cool, high five to you. But your loss. It didn't make me feel like I needed to lose weight.
And so I respect him for his honesty of
he
how he felt.
People have preferences.
Exactly, but that shouldn't lower. Like some women, they would be deflated. And they would feel like they not worthy of a man.
Yeah.
No, he not worthy of her.
Right.
And so she still should work to get herself in a certain position if she's too far out there. But at the same time, if you're comfortable where you are, then that's who you are.
Yeah, you want to get to some of the comments?
Sure.
Vonetta says she's so thankful and grateful. She knows some of those same individuals that were talking and wish they had what we had. She's saying she grew up in a family. We always complimented one another, so it never mattered what anyone outside of my family said. That's an important
now,
thing.
that's very important.
Very important, because my sister and I were raised the same way, right? And we both have struggled. I can't speak for Cheryl, but I struggled with certain insecurities along the way. But one thing I always knew is how my parents always lifted us up and told us how wonderful we were and how smart we were, and don't let anyone else make you feel any less than that. And so that your foundation always sticks with you. Even along the way, you're going to meet some bumps. Like I said, people tease me. People used to tease my sister back in the day too. I even was guilty of sometimes our sibling teasing my sister about certain things. So, people can get insecurities from that. But
people
again,
do get insecurities from that.
They do.
That's where they get them from.
They do.
So, a lot of times we don't realize that, because I got teased a lot. I was insecure when I was younger about my complexion. Mm-hmm. And so it was because girls in the projects would be like, you black ass, or you dusty. Don't nobody want no black, this and that and all this. And my grandmother would always be like, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby. Don't worry about it. One day they'll understand.
Hey,
that's what she would tell me when I was a kid, though. I was young. And she would be like, that's all right, because I was a young boy. And so what happened was, I thought that the lighter skinned guys were fed better with women, because it made me believe that women wasn't interested in dark skinned men.
Yeah.
Until I moved to a different city.
And speaking of the light skin, dark skin thing, we have someone who said they've been around since the light skin, that's a Cheryl, been around since the light skin, dark skin, black people, good hair versus bad hair. We're all different, and we need to teach our children that differences are awesome. And I agree with that so much. We have to start teaching our children, not just our children that are come across our paths. We have to build them up, and differences are great.
They are. And so this is what I want to stay on top. So how do you deal with the insecurities? And I want some people to come on here and tell us about their insecurities, or just mention one of your insecurities growing up. And then tell us, how did you overcome it? Because, a lot of people out here, these young kids are committing suicide like crazy. I don't know that we know it, but it's like one of the number one deaths is suicide. And these young kids are killing themselves because they being bullied in school, and they being judged a whole lot, and this and that, and they grow up into it. So I've been around people that grew up older and was still feeling self-conscious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They felt a way about their appearance in some way.
Yeah.
I know a woman that was heavy and lost a ton of weight and had a decent body, right? Mm-hmm. But she still looked in the mirror and saw herself as this big girl. And so she would tell me this in tears and would be like, I just feel ugly. And I would be like, wow, that's different.
Yeah, if you all don't mind sharing, I mean, we all in this thing together and trying to come up with solutions together for others that may be battling insecurities. If you have any insecurities that you are willing to openly share with us, like I said, I've had insecurities along the way about, like I said, people teased me in high school about me being super hairy, and then, after I had my 2 kids. I got even a little more thick, and so, some the insecurities came along the way with that. But, like I said, I went through peaks and valleys, and now I'm at a point in my life, though, where, I've grown and understood and have grown closer to God. That helps too. Understand, God loves me. He made me. I'm beautifully and wonderfully made. And
that's it?
Yes, I'm beautifully. Is that a word? Beautifully?
Yeah, it's the day it is. And so I agree with you on what you're saying. And I believe that God is the root, though, to give you confidence. Because when you start reading, you start having a different energy altogether. Mm-hmm. And so you start building confidence in yourself. It has to be in you. You have to love yourself enough to know that if somebody tell you something, if they say you ain't ish, you tell yourself, I'm the ish.
Yeah.
And you keep on going. You don't
That's
let them weigh you. What's up, Tammy Williams? I see you. You don't let people weigh you down by saying, because remember the little skinny girl? We used to tease the little skinny girl. I remember this little girl, skinny than a mug. We used to say all kind of crazy stuff about her. But when I saw her as we were older, I felt crazy, because Shorty was crazy, bad. Wow. I mean, super bad. Body had filled out, because we was kids then.
Yeah.
Body had filled out. She was beautiful. And I was like, remember we used to be teasing you? She used to be like, yeah, you made mess my confidence up. But we didn't realize that.
That can really mess up, especially when it happens when you're a child. That can really, mess up. And that's why, we have children, and I try to boost them up. All of our kids are very different. And I still, try to let all of them know, don't allow people to make you feel anything less about yourself, because this insecure stuff, when you're growing into an adult, that can be really tough.
And so for people that's in relationships, because we talk about relationships a lot, if you're with a partner that doesn't uplift you at all, then chances are that shouldn't be your partner, because you should be able to have somebody who's going to help build your esteem and help make you feel good about yourself. Not that they owe you that, because you owe that to yourself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it helps a lot to have somebody who says, you know, you're a great person, or, you know, I like your smile, or I love who you are, or something.
I agree.
To help you out along the way, because it takes that out here.
And that's one of the things that I love about our relationship. Like, you know, I feel like we both do that, you know, for each other. And I think that that's a definite necessary thing in any relationship. I do. So,
yeah, so
what y'all think? Nobody has told us about their insecurities or anything.
They like, hell with that. We ain't telling y'all our business. We're going to listen to y'all business.
Yeah, y'all like, well, look, again, I have no issues talking about mine. I tell y'all mine, and what, like I said, I don't think it was one thing that helped me overcome it other than growing and maturing and having a better appreciation for who I am as a woman. And
so that's what happened?
Yeah, just not worrying about, like, I'm at a point in my life where I really just don't care what they think or say.
Oh, we got to get
We
out
did
of here.
have one person on here who said "Hail to the Redskins." I don't know if they know me personally or not. G. Lancaster. Yeah, we the time is running out, but "Hail to the Redskins" is a no over here in this house. It's Cowboys Nation over here.
No, it's not.
America's
It's
team.
not Cowboys Nation over
Well, I'm
here.
talking about over here.
Yeah, over there.
Right
in that
here.
corner right there.
Right
so
here.
Anyway, we got to get ready to get out of here. I guess everybody.
Cheryl said she had a big forehead insecurity.
Yeah.
Until she got older. And she got older, now she wears her hair up and back, and she looks beautiful. But she did have that insecurity.
I had the big ears. I still have big ass ears.
No, they're not big.
But what happened was my head grew into my ears. Like, these was the size ears when I was little. Like, they still as big as hell.
Yeah.
And so, but I ain't care. I ain't care. I ain't kidding about that. People used to join and stuff. I don't care about that. So at the end of the day, love yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to feel a way about yourself. No matter what, you can't depend on somebody to build you up, because the same person will break you down. You feel me? So you always have to have some self-esteem. It's your esteem, so you have to make sure that you own it.
Yeah.
And don't let nobody else dictate who you are. Who they think you are does not matter. It shouldn't matter. If you let it matter, then you always going to have these problems. And the older you get, you won't be able to teach these things to your children.
Right.
Because your children going to follow your lead, and they'll grow up with some of these same type of insecurities because mama or daddy didn't stand in the gap.
Yeah, Redskins all day, Terry. No, Jeff. No, Jeff. You know, you family and we love you, but no.
I take them over the Cowboys, though, Jeff. I take the Redskins over the Cowboys all day.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though you're married to a Cowboys fan?
Yeah, I can't rock with no Cowboys.
Hey, when the Cowboys aren't playing, I root for Baltimore, your team.
You don't.
I do.
You don't. You be
Well,
hoping we
listen,
lose.
I am speaking of football. I'm looking forward to football season. I love football season. I can't wait. Jeff, we love you too.
You already know, bruh.
Cheryl, you know we love you. Thank you very much for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City. And
yeah, we gotta get ready to wrap it up.
We're gonna have another pop-up next Thursday.
One last pop-up, and then we're in the studio.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna get out of here, man.
We're gonna get out of here in a few seconds. I just want to go out with our theme music so you can let them know your famous sign-off slogan is.
Yep, we gotta get out of here. We love you guys for tuning in to Spotlight Over the City, and as usual, love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight Over the City, baby.
I put the spotlight over the city.
We don't have nobody stop the camera, so we just gotta stay here and do this.
Oh, yeah, we gotta just y'all like our theme song? Let me let y'all hear it one more time. One more again. Isn't that how they old people say it? One more again. I'm gonna let y'all hear it one more time. Y'all look, we got Spotlight Over the City wristbands. Come get you one. Look at her. We got some Spotlight Over the City t-shirts. You know what? Well, how many of you all have shared the show? Share the show on your page. Let me see you do it. I dare you. Let me see you do it. Share the show. Let me see.
Do it right now.
What you gonna do? How you say that?
What you showing do?
What you showing do?
What you showing do?
Share the show.
What you showing do? Share the show.
He said you're a Giants fan. He is
You
a
already
fake.
know.
He's a fair weather.
Listen, no. I was a Giants fan, Jeff, for years. I know that's Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff. Jeff said
I
you were a
was.
Giants fan.
But now I'm a Ravens fan. I'm really not even a football fan no more. I'm so sick of the NFL. But hey, man,
All right, well we're gonna tune out, and we got some popping up in the kitchen to do.
Hey Jeff, you gotta come through, man.
It
I
goes
got
down
something
in
for
the
you
kitchen.
too, bro.
What you got?
Huh? Don't worry about that. This man, sometimes man. See, sometimes women being. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, as a man, you got stand your ground like you live in Florida. Stand your ground.
It's a pop up in the kitchen, y'all. I'm gonna pop.
I'm
I'm
about
gonna
to pop
pop.
up.
I'm gonna pop down. I'm gonna pop
about to
down.
pop
Pop,
up
lock, and drop it. Pop.
I ain't ready to do nothing.
Watch.
Oh,
Bye,
no,
y'all. I
no,
gotta go.
see.
I gotta pop, lock, and drop it.
I see y'all next week.